Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It's Hard Knock Sports Show with your boy Karan Casey Cadell each and every week, every day, uh, as we grow each and every day to become full time content creator. Please like, share, and subscribe to help me do that and achieve that goal. I'm here to join along today. Um, my friends are busy with other things going on right now, but I completely understand. But I'm going to definitely about to rock out today. This is our weekly Russell Talk. Today we're going to talk about soon to be expired contracts on the AEW and WWE side of things. I think that we have a few guys that's very loved and WWE who could possibly move on to places like WWE, to AEW and TNA and New Japan, like a Ricochet whose contract is apparently up at the end of the summertime. He'll be a great get for AEW because he has a relationship with Osprey. Had some of his best matches with Osprey in his career. Will Osprey recently spoke about uh, Ricochet's role in WWE and how he is mishandled, uh, and said that for example, his Dragon Gate career, the matches he had there were 10 times or eight or a lot better when he was there, and that he was much better athlete back then than he is presented in WWE. So I'm just going to start there. Ricochet, I can't see a world where he does leave. He does seem very frustrated at times. That a um, could be a how can I put it? Storyline thing. He showed weeks and months ago that he is worthy of being with high level competition, that he can win championships. He's the current WWE Speed Championship. It might not mean a lot to people right now. I think that he's the perfect person to get that gimmick over. He's very fast. Of course, the speed gimmick of the side of things is very good. Matches very well with his gimmick. But for someone who has been very underutilized, has not won the big championships in WWE, like the Heavyweight Championships or Universal Title or the WWE Championship, that was around since he's been in WWE. Has carried a lot of the mid card championship. This could showcase him in a different kind of way that most superstars aren't presented as. These 5 minute matches, you could put on these 5 minute classics with the likes of Tyler Bate. He has coming up tomorrow on X. Brian Breaker, another guy who finished a lot of his matches um, very quickly, could be another great competitor for him coming up. Ilya Dragunov, who has some really strong moves that could be used to take out someone pretty fast. Um, who else do we have? We have um, Big Bronson Reed, who was one of the top contenders in that the inaugural tournament. So that belt could be used so much more. I hope and I wish that they put that championship on Monday nights with him, present that title, use that title every once in a while. At least maybe you can set up the matches, the rivalries on X, and then have the championship matches on Raw, similar like I had with the cruiserweight division on Raw back in 2016, doing the first brand split we had in a while back then. But yeah, man, I would definitely love to see Ricochet spread his wings and fly, whether it's in WWE or elsewhere. He is one of my favorite talents in all of wrestling. I've always been a fan of him, going back to Lucha Underground days, to the Dragon Gate days that he mentioned, PWG days. Um, AEW would definitely throw the bag at him. He's worth a lot. They have a lot of money to use. A sleeper pick, of course, New Japan is definitely one of the probably top choices for him. He is used to that style of wrestling, and he really doesn't have to be criticized for his promos because of that is strictly about the sport, strictly about pro wrestling, strictly about getting in the ring and dismantling each other and showing who's the better and bigger man. Um, so the promos wouldn't be a thing. He's a guy who can catch on similar to a Cesaro without being super talented on the promo side of things, but can be a sheer in ring worker. Of course, we know about his high flying tricks and moves, and that's why I really can see situations where he could go to Impact. That's my sleeper pick. Impact and join the X division and be a part of those crazy Ultimate X matches with the likes of Speedball Mike Bailey, uh, Trey Miguel, new signing Myron Reed. Um, if they want to take him seriously, maybe he can mix it up with Moose. We know how a lot of times with WWE guys leave WWE, they are presented at other places higher uh, on the total pole than most places. Um, so him getting an early push against a Moose would be cool. Their world champion. Nick Mimmons there. So another matchup against Dolph Ziggler, Nick Mimmons, whichever you want to call him, could be good. We know how good Nick Mimmons is good at putting people over and showcasing them and selling for them and stuff like that. So I think a super click will be Impact first. I think it will be AEW shot first, simply because of his history with Will Ospreay and having him possibly dethroning him for that newly won AEW international title that he won this past weekend against Roger Strong could be something. Um, I just want to see better for Ricochet. I hope he comes. I hope he comes on top because I think he probably won't and probably better off putting over this guy I'm about to talk about next. But Brian Breaker, I think he should. I wish he would be the person that's going over in this matchup. But I know they're trying to bring raise new talent. Had this whole destructive, unstoppable force gimmick with Brian Breaker, but I really expect Ricochet and him to have some great matches down the line whenever they do decide to meet one on one or even the triple threat with him and Dragunov and Brian Breaker. Um, but next up, this guy I want to talk about is Malachi Black. We're gonna switch things over to the AEW side. Malachi Black contract is apparently up at the end of this year or end of the summer. Coming up real soon. Um, I can never see him making his way back to WWE. He was a huge star in NXT before being called up to the main roster, which they didn't do much with him. I think Vince McMahon, being at the helm and at the head of creative, didn't understand how to use Alistair Black, who you probably call if he returns to WWE, um, would be better with didn't know how to use him at the time, and he was probably better off under the Triple H regime. And he's now head of creative, and that he will use him way better. Or whether it's him starting over at NXT again, or going to the main roster with joining his wife, Zelina Vega over on Raw. That could be a thing where they could put them on screen together finally, and do some things in ring together, being one of the many couples in WWE. Um, Similar to Ricochet, I can see a situation where Impact could be another place. They are very creative. They know how to use these mythical, supernatural characters very well. So I can see a situation where he goes there too. Um, he fits the strong style of New Japan. So either one. So I'll probably say return to WWE one, New Japan two because of the style and similar to Ricochet, he doesn't have to cut promos and learn English and all these other things. But then you also have him possibly joining Impact. Impact, like I mentioned before, very creative on not just the regular or human superstars, the supernatural guys who are deep dark characters whose character is kind of out of this world. So those are my best options for them. And then I'm gonna go kind of go back and forth. WWE. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch contract is apparently expiring on June 1st. I would love to see her resign with WWE. She seems like a WWE lifer. Uh, she could take this time to not sign anywhere. She's a mother. She has talked about the strenuous schedule of WWE and how it's hard to be a family woman or man uh, to wrestle and be missing your kids and your family, wife, husband, whatever like that. Um, Due to the travel and how much WWE is all over the country and out of the country now. We've seen them all over the place in the recent PLEs, France, uh, Saudi Arabia, Australia. That's three places destined alone. It's on the fifth month, going on the sixth month of this year. So three play views already with the last few months has been outside of the country. And so that's more time she has away from her daughter. Um, and I can see a situation where she maybe want just to kick back for a while, take a few months off, and resign and make her decision where she goes there. I can see a situation where she takes a lot of schedule and goes to Hollywood. We see her appear in Young Rock as Cyndi Lauper, um, former wrestler and global pop star Cyndi Lauper. Uh, Becky Lynch played her on the Young Rock show. I guess she's where she wants to do more in Hollywood, wants to do more um, things outside of wrestling. So that could be a place for her as well. AEW, another pitch we have mentioned a lot in this video. Becky Lynch is will be a hot commodity, and they will throw a lot of money at her, and it's gonna be hard to resist. They're gonna bring up her past with Paige. Of course, she was a part of PCB with her. She's now Soraya in AEW. But yeah, they have a past. They were former stablemates in the beginning of the women's revolution. Um, Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Monet, uh, is there as well. She's the TBS champion. I can see a situation where she goes there and dethrone her or have a great robbery with her. Um, Tony Storm, another former WWE superstar, she can mix it up with as well. And then there's some other fresh matchups that we've never seen before as well. Like a Britt Baker, who was always been a WWE AEW dream match. Thunder Rosa, um, Jamie Hayter, who else? Mariah May, who was young, who can get that Becky Lynch rub. Um, you name it. Sarah J. Tate Miller, whenever she comes back from having her kid. Uh, the list goes on and on. That women's locker room is very stacked, despite not being the best booked locker room in all of pro wrestling. Um, I can see her coming in and change some things and showing them the WWE way of how WWE has been able to book their women roster tremendously. We've seen the likes of Liv Morgan get put over by Becky Lynch this past weekend. She became a new star. Who else? Rhea Ripley over the last few years who benefit from rivalry from with Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair, same. So she can show them the WWE ways of getting that locker room over. So that'll be a great get for AEW as well. I mentioned Impact for the rest of the guys I mentioned before. Um, I think that Impact is probably could probably do some things with her as well. The knockout division isn't lacking. Of course, we have Jordan Grace there, knockout women's champion. Giselle Shaw, she's there. Though many knockout tag teams. You got Tasha Steelz, you got Havoc, Jessica, you got Rosemary. You have all those women who's been there for a long time, who has been great in-ring hands, who can do some great things with Becky Lynch, even whether it's teaming up with her or going against her. That could be pretty cool. And New Japan, who just recently started their women's division, she could be one of those uh, pioneers coming over from a WWE similar to a Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, capturing their New Japan Women's Championship. So, you know, those are always the top three contenders. But I feel like she is such a big commodity that she is would bargain any number she wants when it comes to money. So money's not going to be a thing for her. Whatever promotion signs her, would definitely get a great superstar and also benefit greatly from her being in the locker room, whether it's as a champion or not. Um, Next, I want to talk about is Buddy Matthews, aka Buddy Murphy from AEW. There's only one place he probably would go at this point. It's probably WWE. Go back to being on the roster with Rhea Ripley, his girlfriend, fiance. Maybe slapping Dom for the way he is treated recently. Kissing Leah Morgan. Um, what else? Rhea Ripley, of course, being his wife, they could definitely do a mixed match tag with Liv and Dom. Um, Depending on how they stretch this storyline. I can see a situation where Buddy Matthews joins Judgment Day. Um, he fits the vibe. He fits, the whole darkness. He's already in a dark mythical group and in the House of Black. Maybe even his friend Alistair Black joins with them as well, or start a whole new group. Who knows? Then also you have Brody King, who I'm sure will want to have his buddies, no pun intended, with him as well. I'm not sure when his AEW contract is expiring, so he could be on the move or may not could be on the move. I see situations where he stays around AEW and becomes a single star when those two move back to WWE. Um, yeah. Who else do we have? Ricky Starks apparently is being held um, by AEW. They don't want to put him on screen. I'm not sure whether his contract has expired or not. But he's someone I can definitely see in the WWE system starting down in NXT. I'd love to see him mixed up with the Trick Williams and the Open Femis and the Tony D'Angelo's of the world, Noam Dar, King. He is very, very talented on the mic and in the ring. Absolute Ricky Starks is one of my favorite guys a few years ago when NWA was doing NWA Power on YouTube. When AEW got him, I was very excited to see what he could do in the main event scene. Um, uh, Anybody else on WWE side? That may or may not be uh, all the WWE superstars. As only guys I can think of at the moment. And WWE, I mean AEW people too. If there are more people that I missed out on, please let me know. Please let me know who you would like to see WWE and AEW, vice versa. I guess before I close it out, please like, share, and subscribe to Titletown Wrestling. I mean Titletown TV. We can look up for Titletown Wrestling on Facebook. Um, Please like, share, and subscribe to Jam at 10 Sports on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast needs. Um, oh yeah, one more thing. We are affiliate of the WWE, so we have the rights um, to give out coupons, small sales on WWE merch. So please hit that QR code right there in the corner, man. It helps this channel grow a lot financially, and so please help us grow each and every time you watch our shows. I've been Karan Casey Cadell. This has been our weekly Wrestle Talk. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.